Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
In a world full of liberal nut jobs, these three men speak for truth, justice, and the American way. And the occasional dick joke. Send the kids to bed and tell Grandma to cover her ears, because here's your host, Vets with Vendettas. Everybody, welcome back to Vets with Vendettas. I am your host, Lee Wiggins, and to my right, he's black, he's white, Rican, but it's Charles Diggs. He's something.
He's all sorts of confused. No.
Yeah.
The guy who's the king of the cave people.
King of the
I could say it straight, but it's straight face.
King of what?
King of the cave people.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey,
like
man.
the eyes have, the hills have eyes.
A dwelling is a dwelling.
Yeah, see, this is why I needed my pictures, because it just is more visual.
Yeah. Home is where the heart is. Okay.
Right.
And I have several hearts in my cage. So
Just with bones everywhere. Ignore the human bones, people.
I mean, everybody has to have a hobby. So.
We have another great show today. We're going to do a continuation of the Great Reset Part 2. Before we get started, let's hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe. You have to subscribe, guys. For all the new listeners, just a little quick summary of what we're about. We're three veterans. These two guys are on the Army. They're airborne. I was in the military police and the Navy. We basically cover crazy world news, current events, conspiracy theories. It's just fun stuff we like to talk about, and we like to have fun here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's get going with our what the fuck news.
Send it.
I'm sending it.
What the fuck?
Well.
What you got, Diggy?
People.com. It's a great day to have my body type, as Dad Bod is officially in the Merriam-Webster dictionary.
Woo, we did it.
Back a few years, but the Dad Bod is in, folks. It's like,
Now, is that the Webster dictionary or the Urban dictionary?
no, Merriam-Webster. It's in the official Merriam-Webster dictionary.
Nice.
Yeah.
So on Wednesday, Merriam-Webster announced that 455 new words and definitions have been added to their dictionary, including the term dad bod. Vaccine passport was another one. I'm like, no,
wonderful.
Oh, let's burn that one.
leave that out.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
We won't talk about that.
Yeah. So,
get me started.
just like everything else that has a definition, you get an example. It says in examples of how dad bod can be used in a sentence. Merriam-Webster included a quote from actor Marlon Wayans, which reads, "I am not going to have a belly. I think I have too much ego to have a dad bod, even though I'm a dad." And then another one said, the dad bod became the new hot look. Even Hollywood latched onto the more attainable physique with actors sporting bodies that were not chiseled, not incredibly lean, and a little soft in the
Do you
middle.
know what I like?
Come on, ladies.
I know what I like is because you don't have to do anything but eat crap.
Yeah.
What I'm saying.
And you got to have kids.
Do what you're doing. It's right.
I think that's a prerequisite to a dad bod.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just fat. So
you single fucks out there are kidless. If I see one of you sons of bitches,
you can take your 6-pack and I'll take my 6-pack if you know what I mean.
If I see one kidless bastard out there saying he has a dad bod, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah,
because I
want to see
work
pictures
to
of
have
your
that
kids, dude.
It was a good 30 seconds, but
Right. I was gonna say what? It's fucking 1 minute.
not even
3 pump jump.
she unsnapped her bra and it actually just squirted through the air.
It actually soaked through. It actually soaked through her panties.
Exactly.
And moving on.
Dry humping me.
Come on.
So anyway, a win for the dad bods. The second one, look, you can't call this a freak accident. Look, okay, so bull rider dies after a freak accident.
What freak accident? Jumping on the back of a fucking 6-ton
it's
animal?
Freak accident. It's a sport.
Right.
I'll give you 3 seconds to try and figure out how anything related to getting on a fucking animal that has more power than you can think of.
A freak accident is when a satellite comes down and kills you,
or being struck by lightning.
Yes, hold on a second. I got a little one coming in.
Hold on. Yeah, he's on a mission. No. He's on a mission. Yeah. So
what? Okay, he was either trampled. He was either trampled, impaled.
Yeah. So basically, this is what they're calling the freak accident. A professional bull rider died Sunday after his spur got caught in a rope and pulled him under the animal in what was described by a tour official as a freak accident. So basically, his spur got stuck in that little garter belt weird thing that they put near the ball sack to really like piss the bull off.
Yeah.
And he got sucked under the bull and the bull stepped on his chest.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's tragic. It truly is. But
that's terrible.
Yeah. But I mean, you fucking anything having to do with an animal that large, how can that be called a freak accident?
Not. I've seen.
Isn't that usually like a usual Wednesday night or something like that?
Right. I mean, that's like saying I'm fucking photographing elephants on the Serengeti or fucking what I mean, and I get trampled by them.
Yeah, it's a freak accident.
And maybe this is a bad example. It's almost like a cop getting shot. That's not considered a freak accident. He put himself in that position to get that.
Yeah, I can see
get shot.
You're staring at a herd of elephants, and they're doing their warning signs.
Yeah,
and then you get hit by a fucking Volkswagen Bug.
That's a freak accident, right?
By that same asshole from Happy Gilmore,
right?
But this is no freak accident, people. I mean, it's like, what the fuck you signed up for.
Right.
This animal's kicking and flailing, and he weighs probably well over 2,200 pounds. There's nothing freak about it. That's why I'm not a rodeo clown.
No, sir. I gave that up.
Okay. The small, not this woman.
There she is.
Activists hold small dong march to end shaming of tiny penises. And you know who wasn't invited? Me. I was not invited. Thank God.
Okay. So, oh my fucking God.
Take your time, Ben.
All dongs are equal.
This dude has a sign that says Jesus had a small dong.
He did not. Jesus was packing, dude. Yeah.
I mean, go to heaven.
I don't want to know.
In small dong shame. I don't know.
Dude, come on, man. This is
what people that just want attention. That's all this is.
Honest to God, man. Like, all right, so I can't even think of it because I mean, honest to God, like so many things are deemed offensive nowadays, and yet we have a whole fucking parade about small dicks. Like that makes a whole lot of sense, doesn't it?
Your one each winner offends me.
Right, dude. Yeah, I'm a fucking tuna can, dude. Fucking short but stout. Yeah.
Dude, okay, here's my thing. So you got these people who were at the insurrection, right?
Yeah.
And so people have looked at footage and found them and been like, you're fired. Just because they were there or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You better hope no women or anybody watching this because you're finished.
Well, not just that, but guess what?
What's
Anybody who's walking out there, just saying. I mean,
it's not like I can. It's not like I can go out there and be like, no, I'm just here supporting my
my small
friend.
Yeah.
No, it's nothing to do with me. You want to see mine? I'll show you mine right now. If that's what you want.
So if they have these small people have small dogs, do you think they have like AA meetings or we call like DD meetings?
My name is Dave. My name is Dave, and I have a small dick.
The other day at work, I was telling Berto, I think the reason that so many people go trans is just because they have a tiny dick.
It's like, hey man, it's a good thing.
Think about it.
Yeah, it's a good theory.
You have a 1-inch wiener.
Interesting theory, but I don't agree.
No, but it's so much easier to go trans when you're just like, you know what? I can't even please a woman.
It's barely there anyways. Just take it the rest of the way off.
Just a little piece of Scotch tape will cover this, and I'm a woman now.
Well, I don't know. That's why they invented penis pumps, right?
Oh my god.
You can't pump that one up without exploding it, though. That one would look like I don't know, a squid tentacle in a microwave or something.
Because goddamn, look,
you guys.
Even if you got a small penis, man, dude, there's so much more that can be done. Like, that's what foreplay is about.
Dong lives matter.
Just saying.
Dong lives matter.
Look, I wish I could. I wish I could help you guys out. I wish I could speak on your behalf. I just can't. I can't. I don't know what it's like.
All right, what do we got next, my friend?
Oh, geez.
My dong is not a choking hazard. That was one of the good signs.
That goes without saying.
Oh God, that's great. Okay, last one.
Oh shit!
USnews.com. Felony count over 43 cents worth of Mountain Dew is dropped. Now you're probably wondering
what? That doesn't make sense. Felony count over 43 cents. What does that mean?
So this man was charged with a felony for not paying for 43 cents worth of Mountain Dew, and it was recently dropped. So he was charged with.
Hold on a second.
Yeah,
I mean, I get it, but a can doesn't like the smallest you can get is a can,
right?
That's not 43 cents.
Oh, see,
it's like $1.
It gets interesting. Okay,
was it like one of those like fountain drinks?
No. Right. I'm gonna explain it to you.
Right.
So here's what happened. So it says prosecutor. This actually happened in Harrisburg.
No,
right near us. 45 minutes from us. Prosecutors in Perry County dropped a theft charge this month against Joseph Sobolewski.
How is 43 cents even considered theft?
Ooh, we're getting to that part too. So basically, this guy's homeless, right? Well, actually, let me see if it says it in August, Sobolewski went to an Exxon in Duncannon and saw a sign advertising 2 20-ounce Mountain Dew bottles for $3. Okay, tracking.
Yeah.
He took one bottle, slapped $2 on the counter for what he thought was a $1.50 soda, and walked out, not realizing the discount did not apply to a single bottle. A single bottle was $2.29.
Right.
So including tax, he owed the store 43 cents.
Oh my God.
All right.
For 43 cents, just let him go.
Right.
So, dude, how about you reach in your pocket and find it yourself? I mean,
so okay, there's a homeless guy State police found Sobolewski and arrested him on a felony charge. A judge ordered him held on $50,000.
How is that a felony? It's only
If anything, it would be petty larceny.
We're getting to that.
You're
Okay.
going too slow.
He was in jail for 7 days before his public defender successfully argued for his release. Now, here's where it gets tricky. Sobolewski had twice in the past 10 years been charged with theft. Once for not paying for a tank of gas, and another time for stealing a pair of shoes from a store.
Oh, okay.
Under Pennsylvania's 3 strikes law, a third theft charge.
Oh,
felony,
okay.
regardless
All right.
of the amount or value involved.
Well, see, I didn't know we had the 3 strike law.
He faced up to 7 years in prison
For 43 cents.
43 cents worth of fucking Mountain Dew. You imagine going to the yard and they're like,
That's another one of those times where you have to make something up. Right.
43 cents worth of Mountain Dew.
I stole a Mountain Dew.
Oh shit! Back
Oh,
up,
man,
back
all
up.
right. I mean, you got that alone.
Hey,
This guy's
You're
fucking
bench,
serious.
You're on a bench.
You want my pudding too?
Give me that cigarette.
Oh man. Yeah,
Oh,
that's.
my
I mean,
that all we
Sobolewski
got?
told the newspaper there was great news that the felony had been dismissed. I feel as I was treated unequally because I had a record, which yes, technically was.
Well, if you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit. I mean,
Right, but I mean, come on, 43 cents. I mean, I'm sorry. If I'm a cashier and a homeless man comes in and he's 43 cents short, dude, I'm reaching in my pocket, pulling out 50 cents and fucking tossing it in.
Yeah.
I mean, honest to God. Like, that's petty to me. Regardless if he's got 2 strikes ahead of him or not. It doesn't matter.
I agree.
And even the fact that to him, his math made sense.
Right.
2 for 3.
Right.
I only want 1. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not to mention, couldn't that cashier have said, "Excuse me, sir, it doesn't," I mean, like, where were they? Did they just sit there and watch it happen and allow him to go out?
Well, maybe it was a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you forgot to pay. and he didn't understand them. He's like, what?
These fucking Americans.
Possible.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just
That's what he did. Let's go to my child's daycare center.
That's just fucking nuts, man.
but yeah, the
that
3
it?
strikes rule. Apparently it exists in Pennsylvania. People.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
that's it.
that.
That's all I got.
All right, guys, that's going to be our
tabs.
What the fuck?
interesting week.
That was a good one.
Oh man, that's why I love this segment. You never know what we're gonna get on this segment. All right, guys, let's move on to Leroy's report. Let's see what he got for us. So, Leroy, do you have a report for us today?
Yeah, man, I'm freezing my black balls off.
Well, wait, I thought you lived in Arizona.
I do, but one of my hoes thought it'd be a good idea to take a trip to Colorado. That reminds me, Cinnamon, bring your ass over here for a second. Stupid bitch.
It can't be that bad.
First of all, I'm surrounded by a bunch of goddamn rich ass crackers, and all they want to talk about is skin and fresh powder. Bunch of goddamn cokeheads.
I think they're talking about, snow, fresh snow.
Snow, cocaine, whatever you crackers call it. Only powder I like is on my donuts.
Well, what else do you have going on there?
As I said, there's not much else to do here besides ski and do cocaine. Leroy don't ski. Matter of fact, black people don't ski at all. Ever seen a black person ski?
No, not really. But they did have a Jamaican bobsled team.
That shit don't count. They're probably so high, they didn't even know what the hell they signed up for.
Okay, so do you have a weather report for us today?
It's colder than Dig's bed on a Friday night. Little bitches.
Leroy's taking a shot at you. By the way, we do not advocate slapping women
or cocaine.
Oh, it's fair in love and war.
Unless they take you to Colorado, then it's all fair game.
Right.
When he said that, I was thinking, like, I've never seen a.
That's true. You never.
True story.
I'm trying to even think of like
you don't see him in the winter
X
sports.
Games.
No.
X Games, black person.
X Games every once in a while you do. With like the snowboarding and shit.
Yeah,
I've never seen it though. But it's probably some guy from like, Eastern Europe or something. He talk like this. Hey,
right.
Not like an American or an African.
Paddle on the grade.
Right.
Go out there, it's like 2 a.m. It's a perfect little paddle on the hill.
Right.
You just fucking go, bro. You just fucking go.
Right. It's not like you got some African. I'm going to cut this snow here. I go down the
yeah.
Okay, boo boo. You do you, bro.
The most racist fucking
Pickpocket.
Yeah,
whatever.
Jeez.
Oh, shit.
All right, guys, let's move on to our current events. All right, Ben, on to you.
All right, folks, we got it, man. We're fucking starting to fight the good fight. From DefConNews.com, 11 states file lawsuits against OSHA's vaccine mandates.
Hey,
it is about damn time.
It's about to go down.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, Attorney General,
and they're gonna lose.
Oh yeah, probably. Unfortunately, attorneys general in 11 states have filed lawsuits challenging OSHA's vaccine mandates for workers and companies with more than 100 employees.
Mm-hmm.
The suit was filed in 8th U.S. Circuit Court on Appeals on Thursday. Argued the mandate is unconstitutional.
It is.
You don't say.
I agree 100%, man. We got Missouri, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, Montana, Nebraska, New Hampshire, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Wyoming all filing the suit.
Good.
I'm surprised Hawaii on that list.
I thought it was a liberal state.
Yeah.
I was actually surprised that we weren't hearing about more red states, actually.
Yeah.
Well, there's actually some red states that are, have blue Democrat governors. So
right.
Yeah.
And rhinos. So.
And then you got the red states that are just like, we don't fucking care about your mandate.
Which that's how should we? We shouldn't even be doing like it. Let's just pretty much should just ignore it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's my thought, but
mandate is not law, people.
No, it's not.
And OSHA trying to enforce this is, first of all, they don't have the manpower to do what they're trying to do.
Hell no.
By the way, just in case anybody doesn't know,
every business in the country. What are you doing? Are you backstage?
Right.
Like,
what is he going to do? Beat you with his hard hat?
And in case anybody doesn't know, OSHA stands for Occupational Safety and Health Administration.
Uh-huh.
It's basically just another fucking overreaching arm of the federal government.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I mean, it's just another one of those things that shouldn't exist, in my opinion.
I disagree a little bit because there's certain companies that,
okay.
There's companies, every company I've ever worked for is pretty safety conscious. But because they've had these laws in place, if they did, who knows what would happen. So.
Right.
But when it comes to this, I don't think they should have any fucking say.
They don't.
You know what I think, though? I think if you're looking at it from a retarded Biden perspective, I'm sorry, Brandon. If you're looking at it from a retarded Brandon perspective, you're already the blame. Maybe you're deflecting some of this blame by saying, "Oh, look, OSHA is now
right."
It's OSHA's call. Like, it's nothing to do with us. It's OSHA's call. That's the way I take it when you first said it. It's almost like OSHA was told to do this, and they're like, "We don't want to fucking do it." And they're like,
I wouldn't doubt it.
So that's the way I immediately picture it. Like, sometimes I'm like, somebody's overstepping, but then at the same time, I'm like, maybe they're forced to do it. Like, we need a new face to
blame.
Right. This on,
Yeah.
Which all, boils down to the government.
Well, I will tell you, if any manager, boss, owner, or whoever is going to enforce this shit, you deserve to get sued and you deserve not to have business anymore.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Yep. Just saying. Again, man, it's just another one of those fucking things that this administration insists on doing. And again, like you said, mandate is not law.
Oh, I just saw this woman. I don't know. I just saw it on Telegram. She said that I guess they're all contacting. A bunch of nurses were contacting her all over the country. There's about, what did she say? Almost like 40,000 nurses going to walk out on the 15th.
Yeah,
you hear about that?
The deadline.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah, because they're giving them no choice, man. I mean, when you sit there and you say you either get fucking vaccinated or you lose your job. Okay, you're talking about people with medical issues that would have adverse effects from the vaccine, and then you also have religious views. I mean, like Jehovah's Witnesses, they do not vaccinate.
No, they don't take transplants. They don't take blood infusions. They don't take shit.
And you're somewhat you're liberals. You got to get your boo boos. They're not going to get fixed.
Well, and that's the thing. Again, all they're doing with these fucking mandates is making us weaker and less safe.
And I forget how many. I wasn't prepared because this is off the top of my head. Anyway, there's a bunch of fire stations. I want to say like 30-40% of them in New York just pretty much all shut down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Protesting against
they should.
And they are. They're just like, yep, we're closed.
What fire?
Yep. Okay. Right.
That's all it's going to take is one building go on fire, and it's a fire department spot, and all hell is going to break loose.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping it happens so they can blame these motherfuckers. I'm sorry, but
well, we didn't have enough firefighters.
Right. That's just what's going to happen.
Right. No, and you're right. On a a part of me is not wishing, but
burn down the
because I mean, honest to God, then maybe they'll fucking take a look in the mirror and say, you know what?
You know what would be karma? The biggest karma. If there is a God, if you're listening, if there is one, please hit de Blasio's mansion. That's not there.
Yeah,
that would be justice.
Yeah,
for real.
I'm not saying he has to die, but his building burned down.
I was just thinking of something.
Don't hurt yourself. It's okay. You got friends. You're in a safe space. Safe space.
I don't know. I lost it.
You lost a long time ago, buddy.
What was it?
We're talking about vaccine mandates.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not mandates where you and I go out to Burger King or something like that.
Now that's a mandate.
It's a mandate.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll come back to me.
What we got next?
All right, for my next one from the gatewaypundit.com, January 6th, political prisoner Chris Worrell to be immediately transferred out of DC Gitmo after surprise inspection found deplorable conditions and denial of medical treatment.
Mm-hmm.
On Wednesday, a federal judge ordered that a January 6th political prisoner be immediately transferred out of the DC Gulag after an announced U.S. Marshal inspection of the facility found detainees were forced to live in deplorable conditions while they were denied necessary medical care. The defendant, Chris Worrell, was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma while incarcerated and has been denied his cancer treatment for months. Wow. He will immediately be transferred to another facility outside of D.C. where they will release him into home detention as soon as possible so he can receive much-needed chemotherapy for his worsening illness.
That's crazy.
And again, this is the shit that pisses me off, man, because we've all seen the videos. We all know what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
January 6th, all right? It wasn't a fucking insurrection.
No.
All right? It was a fucking protest. And then these fucking BLM Antifa assholes come up, and they've already admitted it, that they came in Trump gear. You know, and then we also have the Capitol Police opening the fucking blockades and allowing people to come through, opening the doors of the fucking Capitol itself.
Right. Yeah, there's videos of it.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Videos.
It goes to show you that whoever is in charge of this cover up is old as fuck. And I say that because they don't realize that every fucking American has a cell phone.
Right.
This before on the show.
Well, I think maybe that they thought, oh, well, we got the media in our pocket. They'll cover ads, which they did.
They did. They of course they showed like the horrific shit, you know, cops shooting somebody through the, you know, whatever.
And then what the crazy part is, like, you can show these videos to your liberal friends, or people that don't believe you, and they somehow try to dismiss it like it's fake or it's something else. You're like, are you blind?
You could be like, yeah, okay, cops just opened the gate for him. Like, did they open the gate? It looks like it was forced open. I'm like, what?
That's what I'm talking about. They'll say something like that. Like, well, it was from, like, he literally just let him walk right by you. And
well,
that's
maybe he was scared because there was a lot of them and they let him in. It's always something with you fucking losers. Yeah. But
I'm sorry. I find that hard to believe. I don't, because we've seen the fucking videos.
Yeah. The cops were like, "Oh, welcome." If you look to your left, there's the
it's like you can shit on. It's like you can shit on their face and go, "Oh, that's just hail."
Yeah. right.
It's just my warm mask.
So it goes on to say, in his decision, Judge Royce Lamberth said the conditions at the facility were so terrible that they were beyond belief, and added that the court has zero confidence in Pelosi's gulag to provide proper treatment and not retaliate against Worrell if he was allowed to retain or remain in their custody. So basically, this judge has no fucking confidence in Nancy Pelosi and what they are doing there. I'm sorry, but our fucking political prisoners and you know, POWs and shit like that we treat them better than we are treating these guys.
I don't know if it says in the article, but they haven't even had a trial yet, which is goes against the law. I mean, what the hell's going on?
Right.
How can you keep someone when they have a trial?
Saying some of the conditions that were found, water being shut off for days, clogged toilets that would flood the fucking floors of the cell with sewage, inmate who developed an infection from being pepper sprayed after not being allowed to wash the chemical off for days. Dude, I've been pepper sprayed, and
here a bunch of times.
That's just once, but it was for a school. But that right there, all right, if you do not start getting something on there, some kind of relief, I mean, dude, it fucking hurts.
Well, the funny thing is about it, when we did it, I'm sure you guys did it too, is like, well, we had to do it, we get sprayed in the face, and then you have to like go through this like, all right, course, and you take down people and arrest people, and then they make you stick your head in a bucket of water,
right?
And water activates it even more, but you need to wash it out of your eyes,
right? So exactly.
You have to go through more pain just to get it out of your eyes,
right?
It feels like you can't breathe. It's like,
but it goes on to say water was being shut off as a form of punishment to detainees who were misbehaving, often for several days at a time. I mean, honest to God, that right there, I mean, we're not even treating these guys according to the Geneva Convention.
No. Right.
You know?
I didn't even know there was a makeshift prison in DC just for the fucking Insurrection Act.
Yep.
Like, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and that's basically what it is it's a fucking makeshift Gitmo to where these guys are thrown into a cell and forgotten.
And you know what? You know who talked about this? Tucker Carlson on his 3-part special about the insurrection. And he even talked about this, but I thought he was talking about like real Gitmo, but he's talking about like
they're calling it because it's like it's bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But holy shit. That's crazy.
You said it's in DC, right?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, like, you got to get the sheriff's department in there and get them out, because the sheriffs have more power than any federal or state, law enforcement agent out there. But if it's DC's on a state. I don't think
DC, right? Exactly, and that's the fucking problem. Is that DC is technically not a state.
Yeah, I don't think they have sheriffs. I haven't looked into it, but I'm pretty sure they don't if they're not a state. So it would make sense. Fact check.
No,
people.
it's a
District.
it's a commonwealth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
All
it's the shit bowl, but hey,
right.
coming with the shit.
So my next and last story is going to be about again, we treat political prisoners of other countries, wartime criminals, and POWs, and now to add one more, illegal immigrants that we treat better than our own people. Biden versus the White House on $450,000 for illegal immigrants. So the other day, Biden said something to the effect of that it was garbage and trash and that it will not be happening. Basically, I think it was 2 weeks ago, something like that. They said that they were going to be giving each illegal immigrant family that was separated under Trump, or even now. They're saying it's separated from family members during the Trump administration, but guess what? It's still fucking happening.
Right.
Giving each family $450,000, man. Dude, put this in perception, or put this, side by side here, okay? A fucking combat veteran killed in the line of duty is only given his family is only given $400,000 in life insurance. And we are giving these illegals that come here $450,000.
Well, like I said, that's not going to happen. There's going to be too much backlash on that. But I mean, just a thought. I get what you're saying with that. Just the thought I'm thinking about doing is ridiculous.
Well, and
ridiculous.
And again, if it doesn't, I truly hope it doesn't. But as of right now, nothing would surprise me when it comes to this administration.
I will tell you what, if they say they are giving it to them, they're not giving it to them. They're just saying they're going to put it in their own damn pockets.
See, this is the sorry.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing, though. Biden responded by saying that the government was not considering cash payments to illegal aliens, calling the claims garbage and adding that it's not going to happen. Despite the president's denials, the White House deputy press secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre, shortly thereafter struck back by saying Biden is perfectly comfortable with cash payouts to migrant families whose members were detained separately after illegally crossing the U.S.-Mexico border. So we have two different sides of this. We have Biden saying one thing in his fucking, pandering, addled fucking naps, and then we have the White House saying something different. So who the fuck is in charge here?
Well, obviously it's not Biden. Anything that Biden says, I just roll my eyes and go, first of all, anything he says, he's being told what to say. And if unless it's some crazy wild shit, and then that's just his demented brain going off.
And I understand that, but my point is that the commander in chief, the highest fucking seat that we have in this country, is saying one thing, and the people that are supposedly behind him are negating it. Yeah. So who's actually calling the shots?
Right. I mean, you didn't have this fucking confusion when Trump was in office.
No, hell no. You knew exactly where it was coming from and who it was coming from.
I just saw the senator was interviewing the Department of Defense guy, the head guy's black dude, General Milley,
right,
and another general about that whole leaving 2,500 troops in Afghanistan deal. And he's like, look, we're here and we're going to determine one of three things. Either Biden lied to the American people, you lied under oath, or Biden is so mentally fucked that he doesn't remember you telling him those things. Those are only one of three ways this is going to go.
Right.
And I saw the exchange between them. And basically, without saying it, but saying it all three of the generals like, I told him what I told him.
Right.
I told him she'll leave 25. So they're basically saying Biden's fucking full of shit. That Biden's a liar.
Well, and that's the thing, you know,
Or
with all these,
they kind of leave it open, like, oh, maybe he's just got dementia, or
like,
you know.
But it's like with all these different things happening, how I don't understand how the 25th Amendment hasn't been brought up. I really don't.
I don't know.
But
In my brain, I'm thinking because he's the perfect fall guy. I mean,
granted,
still just one person at this point.
Because exactly, because he doesn't know what's going on, and they just like everything that we're going to do. Well, everything's just going to come back on him, not us.
Exactly.
Well, and again, this kind of leads us to our fucking topic today: who is really in charge?
Is that all you got for current events?
Yes, sir. That's all I got.
All right. Anybody else got anything? Last comments before we move on.
Fuck Biden.
All right, it's gonna be our current.
Here.
All right, guys, let's move into our topic, which is gonna be the Great Reset Part 2. All right. I feel like I should be like in a Bad Boys movies. All right, guys. Ben, you got most of the info, so we're gonna go back to you.
All right, folks. So let me get situated here on my fucking 12 pages of notes. So again, okay, a lot of people think that the Great Reset, the New World Order is a new concept, when in fact it goes back to our country's founding. Okay, you're talking 1773, even before our country's founding, where you have Mayor Amstel Rothschild basically laying out their objectives to abolish all ordered governments, abolish private property, inheritance, patriotism, the family, like the nuclear family, religion, and the creation of a one world government. Okay.
Yeah, he wrote a goddamn book about it in 1989.
Right.
Literally called the New World Order. I mean, it's
I think that was David Rockefeller.
Let me see. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, David Rockefeller. Well, they're all the fucking same. They're all the
right. Then we move up a little bit in the timeline. 1782, we have the founding of the Illuminati, joining forces. The Illuminati joining forces with the Freemasons at the Congress of Wimseld. I'm horrible at fucking name. Sorry, but this is
bad Chinese name or something. Did you get that one so bad?
right.
So, sorry.
But basically, we have this. This is when we start having certain things appear. Okay, like on the dollar bill. Okay, we have the all-seeing eye, the pyramid,
the naked lady.
And all this other stuff. And there's actually a lot of interesting videos out there. I think some of them are a little far-fetched.
Yeah, I saw them. Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of them on there that kind of break down the symbology that is on our currency.
Yeah, the Illuminati, like pyramid eye, that was a big like hello, this is who it is. They're like put everything in your face and you don't even realize it.
Right.
Yeah.
But they've been highly influenced by Karl Marx, the writer of the Communist Manifesto, who said, "We must war against prevailing ideas of religion, of state, and of country, and of patriotism. The idea of God is a keynote of perverted civilization. It must be destroyed." Yeah. He believed that the family should be abolished, and again, this is Karl Marx writing in the Communist Manifesto, and the children should be raised by a central authority. We kind of covered this last time. So basically, you're going to have a kid and then send it off to a fucking facility to be raised and indoctrinated.
Well, that's why like, even Hillary Clinton, I forget what year she tweeted out a while back. She goes, well, the states should control, like, to educate and raise your children, and parents are secondary.
Right.
That's
Right.
kind of what they're talking about in a different way. It's just how they're phrasing it.
What in the fuck is wrong with these people?
They're not mentally stable. They're satanic scumbags. That's all I can say.
Like-
Well, if I can skip a little bit here, in April 1972, Christopher M. Pierce, a professor of education and psychiatry in the Facility of Medicine at Harvard University, proclaims every 5-year-old starting school is insane. Okay, let me repeat that. Every 5-year-old starting school is insane.
I could see that.
Because down here, because they go to school with allegiances towards our founding fathers, towards their parents, and the belief in a supernatural being.
Those 5-year-old terrorists, man.
And
They're the perfect
and it is up to teachers to make all of these sick children well by creating the International Child of the Future.
Wow.
I mean, this is scary fucking shit, people.
Yeah.
This is a Harvard professor saying this stuff. Basically, yeah. I mean, for the most part, without actually quoting verbatim the fucking Communist Manifesto.
Yeah, pretty much. And all that stuff that they're talking about back then, they're the same playbook now. They're with the Black Lives Matter, with the Antifa, basically the modern day brown shirts, basically.
Right. Right.
And trying to brainwash or indoctrinate our children to get to divide us even more and be more submissive to what they want.
Yeah. Right. So if we jump back, we got July 14th, 1889, Albert Pike, a sovereign grand commander of the southern jurisdiction of Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, reveals the Masonic temple follows a Luciferian doctrine. So again, folks, call us conspiracy theorists if you want, but these people have actually written books, okay, literature, on how Freemasonry is basically a fucking satanic cult.
Right. Regardless of what you believe and what we believe, that's what they believe and that's what they want. Is it going to happen? Probably not, but they're going to try their best.
Right. Yeah. Right. And around 1911, the Fabian Society, founded in Great Britain to promote socialism. The Socialist Party of Great Britain aroused around the same time.
What year is this?
1911.
1911. Well, what it is the Socialist Party of Great Britain publishes Socialism and Religion, a pamphlet that outlines their position on Christianity. And I quote, "It is therefore a profound truth that socialism is the natural enemy of religion." Because if you believe in a higher power, you won't believe in the state. That's what it boils down to.
That's why they're so adamant to get rid of religion.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Because as long as you have somebody that you believe in over a person,
right,
then you can't be controlled.
That brings up a point. Like, that's the reason why, like, a lot of these crazy communists, leftists, whatever you want to call them, get pissed off when you want to be American or patriot or sing the national anthem, and that makes them sick.
Yes, it does.
They get that's why they get offended when they see the American flag.
I'm trying to think of how to compare it, because back in the day, I don't know around what time frame, but you talk about the Illuminati or like around I don't even know what era, but when you had people finally starting to figure out scientific explanations for why things happen,
Right.
and they explain it scientifically as to why we get lightning and shit like that,
And the earth is round.
yeah, and shit like that, and then you've got
Idiots.
it's almost like the reverse is happening. Like, you had people back then like, no, it's not the god of small penises that's
right.
ability, it's the fact that you have no boy swimming in your sack, you know.
Right.
And I can show you this. So when people started to lose faith in religion, they considered these people like crazy fucks, and they would burn them alive and all this other crazy shit. So it's basically the same thing that's happening now. They want to get rid of, now it's like they created a monster with religion, and now they're like, all right, let's get rid of it now. Like, that's
right.
If people are religious, we can't get these things accomplished. Let's get rid of it.
Well, because again, you know, if history has taught us one thing, it's that religious people tend to follow their religion. They will not veer from it. Faith is a very powerful tool.
Oh yeah.
And it's one thing that, you know, the deep state, the Illuminati, New World Order, whatever you want to call it, have not figured out how to shake, other than to try and break it down. And I've actually got other stuff I'll get into in a little bit about that.
I know exactly how they do it. Right? You get the best CGI team you can, right? Giant green screen. And you bring Jesus back, right?
Just saying.
And he's like, fuck all you bitches! You're on your own. They're like, oh, well,
right.
You're like, no more faith, and then you get until then, it's not gonna happen.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't put it past them.
If you don't create a CGI Jesus giving 2 birds to every follower of Christianity, it's not gonna happen.
Well, you know,
Yeah, but
I don't think that would work, because they'd be like, well, he'll come back, right?
Well, not just that, it wouldn't work because, you know, then you still have Buddhism, Jainism, fucking Hinduism, Taoism.
The Jews don't believe
Muslim is like the
Judaism, right?
Yeah,
but it's not the biggest religion in the United States.
No, but again, look at how devout their followers are. Okay, they will blow themselves up,
right,
for the greater, you know,
right.
for
we
bring the love of God.
We bring them all CGI at the same time. It's like the fucking Avengers. You got Jesus Christ. You got Buddha.
Yeah.
You got God. You got all our Avengers.
Vishnu. We got them all, man.
And then it's just like, my name's Peter Smith.
I'm fucking Thor.
They come down like with the song "Highway to Hell."
Yeah. And just one random guy that's their spokesperson. He's like, I'm Peter Smith, and all these gods and important people are. I told you to go fuck yourself, and they don't believe in you. They're not doing anything else for you, and go fuck yourselves. And we're out. And then
Right.
And then the Illuminati, the Illuminati can be like, see, come on back to the dark side.
All right.
I really hope we didn't offend anybody. Sorry.
All right. So continuing, we got February 3rd, 1913. The 16th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution was implemented and written into law. It makes it possible for the federal government to impose a progressive income tax. Before that, you weren't taxed on the money you made. Okay. And again, this is just another one of those stepping stool, or, you know, one of those steps in the plan to, you know, raise money and fucking become as powerful as they can.
Our income tax doesn't go to the government. It goes to the Federal Reserve, which is not the government. It goes to the central banks, which is a private entity.
That's my next one. December 23rd, 1913, the Federal Reserve was put into plan. Okay, privately owned institution. It was planned at a secret meeting in 1910 on Jekyll Island, Georgia, by a group of bankers and politicians. This transfers the power to create money from the American government to a private group of bankers.
You notice they did that shit on an island.
Right. Well, not just that.
We're doing as
Not
well.
just that, but it was done during the Christmas recess.
They swim out there like, right. Finally get out there like, is everybody here? You guys didn't see anything out there, did you? Okay,
Samuel, we have boats. You know that, right?
Right. And on top of that, three of the most powerful men that were set to fight against this, that probably could have stopped it from happening, went down with the Titanic.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Just saying.
Coincidence?
Just saying.
I'm glad you brought up Titanic because I heard a little interesting take on the Titanic.
Jack's alive?
No,
They don't call me conspiracy overload for nothing.
so I get a little snippet video of a guy explaining that the man who owned the Titanic owned a ship that was almost identical to the Titanic, and he believes through some documentation that this man painted the other ship to look exactly like the Titanic, even scrub the name and write Titanic on it, and then sink it on purpose for insurance money. And you know who that guy's name was? Rockefeller.
Oh,
shit.
Wait. You're telling me the Rockefellers owned the Titanic?
Yeah, like this is what this guy was saying in a video. Like, this
dude
guy had two ships
Did he
that
have-
looked the same.
But did he have any documentation, proof, or anything like that?
It was like a clip, and I was trying to find the rest of the video, and I couldn't.
I gotta look that up, man. That's interesting.
So
It's true, yeah.
he literally just painted Titanic on it to make it look like the other ship, to make it look like the true Titanic, and then sunk it on purpose for insurance purposes.
Jesus.
So I'm like,
see, that's the thing. I don't believe that it was exactly like that. I believe that it was sunk. Not only, I mean, that could have definitely been a whatchamacallit, a fucking part of it.
oh,
But again, you had three very powerful men that were set to fight against the Federal Reserve and just so happened to go down with the Titanic.
Right.
I mean, again, I don't believe in fucking coincidences anymore.
me either.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show you. I mean, even if you look at it in comparison to today's economy, these people in like 10 were billionaires. Could you imagine being a fucking technical billionaire
In that era?
in that time?
Yeah, like $1 was like a lot of money.
Yeah.
It was
Oh
like
yeah.
or said like a dollar was like worth like $1,000 today. That's insane. That's
Yeah.
not
And
even
these
a
people
joke.
were fucking billionaires.
Yeah.
Like, if they had only had like Ferraris and shit like that, ha ha, you little bastards. Ah! They didn't.
No.
But damn, dude, that's a lot of money. And
Ooh.
that type of money, you can.
That's why they're as rich as they are now.
Yeah.
It's saying it was owned by an American tycoon, John Pierpont, J.P. Morgan.
That's it. I'm sorry. J.P. Morgan.
That's still a billionaire.
Yeah.
He's
And on top of that,
Yeah.
and on top of that, it was during the whole fucking monopoly era. And J.P. Morgan is on the
not the board game.
no. But J.P. Morgan is on the board of the Federal Reserve.
Yes.
I'm telling you, folks, fucking connect the damn dots, man.
Yeah, but we're the conspiracy theorists, right?
Right.
Hey, whatever, man.
My fault. I said whatever I said, but it was J.P. Morgan. I'm glad you clarified that, because then I don't look like an asshole.
Well, see, now that I think what Ben said, and I took what you said about the insurance thing, why would they need the insurance money if they had so much money back then? So that's why I think it was the other one where they just wanted to kill the three guys that were, against the Federal Reserve.
Why can't they do both?
It could have been.
Kill three birds with one stone,
Exactly.
I guess. Four birds, whatever.
Three,
Right.
Okay.
All right. So in 1916, President Woodrow Wilson said, "I am a most unhappy man," because as we all know, Woodrow Wilson was the president during the time when the Federal Reserve was enacted.
And he founded that little pecker society too.
Right. I am a most unhappy man. Check this out. I have unwittingly ruined my country.
Ooh.
A great industrial nation is controlled by its system of credit. Our system of credit is concentrated. The growth of the nation, therefore, and all of our activities are in the hands of a few men. We have come to be one of the worst ruled, one of the most completely controlled and dominated governments in the civilized world.
Right.
Well, yeah. I mean, they probably either coerced him, paid him off to get him to do what he did. So
Right.
And if you think about, look, people, what we're talking about here is like, you think Elon Musk is rich. Like, you think net worth of $6 billion is rich. We're not talking about like Elon Musk. We're not talking about Facebook. We're talking about people whose money makes, Elon Musk and Tesla and Facebook look like a fucking joke.
Yeah. Looks like the change that you find in your fucking couch.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, these guys they say there's no trillionaires. Yeah, there is. They're talking about the JP Morgans, the
Rockefellers.
They're trillionaires.
Rothschilds. Yeah.
They just don't want you to know that they're trillionaires.
Dude, are you kidding me? They
literally have nothing to worry about.
Right.
Their great grandkids don't have to worry about money.
Check this out. Their lineage goes back farther than the fucking Crusades. They were the ones who first founded the banks that allowed the Crusaders to, deposit their money here and take it out in the Holy Land.
Yeah, they gave Achilles credit so he could get his shield.
He pawned that shit.
Right?
What you need, bro? 50? All right, here you go.
50 shillings. That's appalling.
All right. So we continue. We continue with our timeline. 1921, the Council on Foreign Relations was came to be. December 15th, 1922, the CFR, the Council on Foreign Relations, endorses a one world government. I quote, "Obviously, there is going to be no place nor prosperity for mankind as long as the earth remains divided into 50 or 60 independent states until some kind of international system is created."
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Again, man, this shit goes so far back. These guys are playing the long game, man. I mean, you're talking hundreds of years, if not fucking more.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, even if you think about it, they didn't the Industrial Revolution kickstarted a lot of those people, but like JP Morgan, I'm sure, made millions, his millions or whatever, billions during. So, like, either way, like, some of it's lineage and some of it's just like you just right place, right time.
Well, they
filthy fucking rich.
They also help create wars and help bail out the countries, and that's how.
They didn't just create wars; they funded both sides. So no matter what, they were making money.
Well, that's what I meant. They funded both sides, and this is why almost every country in the world is in debt because of all that.
Yep.
They create the wars and go, "Oh, here, we'll bail you out, but you're going to be in debt for this for the rest of your fucking lives."
Right. Pretty much. So in
interesting.
June 28th, 1945, President Harry Truman endorses a world government in a speech. Then we have October 24th, 1945, the United Nations Charter becomes effective. And we all know the United Nations is the world police. Okay. It's a stepping stone, man. I'm telling you, as you see it, they're getting closer and closer.
I thought it was the Paw Patrol.
Go.
Go.
1954, Prince Bernard of the Netherlands established the Bilderberg International or the Bilderberg Group. You guys know what that is?
No idea.
No, I never heard of it.
Look it up. It's scary shit.
Build little bears.
No, Bilderberg. Bilderberg.
Build the bear, not.
It's basically a summit that happens every year, and international politicians and bankers who meet secretly every year to talk about
small wieners.
Nobody knows.
There you go.
Because it's completely secret. What they
You froze.
discuss is okay. It's kind of like Bohemian Grove. If you don't know somebody to get in or you're not invited, you don't know.
I'm gonna get in there.
Where, Bohemian Grove?
No, the other one.
Oh, Bilderberg?
Yep.
It's like,
Who ordered the extra sausage?
hey, here, folks. Open the goddamn door.
As soon as I get in there, what's going on in here, fellas? World talk? What's going on?
So then,
Trust me. Come on.
so we continue to 1961, where the U.S. State Department issues document 7277 entitled Freedom from War. Okay. It details a 3-stage plan to disarm all nations and arm the United Nations, with the final stage in which no state would have the military power to challenge the progressively strengthened UN peace force.
Right.
Yeah.
We're just gonna put the protection of the world in the hand of one fucking crazy group. Like,
Yeah, that sounds right.
nah. What you got?
I don't know if it matters to you guys or not, but your camera just went like that.
Oh.
I don't. It still looks decent.
No, it looks stupid.
It's gotta go.
but yeah. So first we have the UN being enacted, now we have a the State Department actually issuing documents stating that we want to disarm everybody else except for the United Nations.
Yeah.
Nothing suspicious there.
Right, exactly.
Like, yeah, I guess you can have my gun.
Right. I don't need this.
Pretty much.
We're good.
Right.
We're good.
So this is where it starstarts getting even a little bit more creepy. 1966. 1966. Carol Quigley publishes Tragedy and Hope. Okay.
Ooh.
This Carol Quigley was Bill Clinton's mentor at Georgetown University.
Oh God.
In his book, he states that there is an international network which operates like we believe communists act. So basically, he's saying that within our government, we already have a socialist communist regime that are doing things behind closed doors.
Clinton said that.
No, Carol Quigley, who is Clinton's mentor.
Oh, I thought you said Clinton wrote a book and that was in there.
No.
Oh, okay. My fault.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, they pretty much tell you what they're going to do because no one really pays attention to it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically where it's gotten to, is that these people are, they again, and it goes back to the Communist Manifesto, where he says that they need to basically indoctrinate and brainwash, for better words, children in order to have them carry this shit out.
just to give you an example of how we don't pay attention. I was kind of doing. I can't do it. I can't find it. We don't have time. But I was looking at these new. There was actually as a conference. There's a conference that says they're basically talking about the New World Order, but they're not pretty much coming out and saying like what they're going to do, which is a red flag right away.
That's the Bilderberg group,
right? There was only 4,000 views. There's like billions of people that go on YouTube, but only 4,000 views. This just shows you no one's paying attention to what's going on.
Right? Because nobody believes it. Because we have movies and TV shows out there making fun of it.
Yep.
And that's how they do it. They basically push it in people's faces as a joke and as something to be laughed at and not believed. Okay, but if you actually dig down and you start looking at this shit and you start connecting the dots, you will see that it's fucking real, man.
Yeah,
right?
I like when people tell you, "Oh, where's your evidence?" Like, well, I don't have the time to sit here and explain it to you because there's evidence over here. There's evidence over there, and like you said, you put all the pieces together, and the pictures there. That's the evidence. It's not like you can go on the internet and post out like a document says our evil plan, here it is. Like, that's not how it works.
Not just that though, but you can sit there and give them all the evidence you want. That doesn't mean they're going to believe it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you were to, well, yeah, but when I'm trying to explain them, like, listen, like, there's just so many things that to pull from. It would take you hours and hours to explain it to them and then show them. But like you said, they have to come to their own conclusion and see it. Like, you can explain something to someone, but you can't make them understand. You can't.
Right.
True.
So to continue, we got July 1973, the introduction of the Trilateral Commission, founded by David Rockefeller. Their aim is to harmonize the political, economic, social, and cultural relations between the three major economic regions of the world: Europe, North America, and the Far East.
You guys notice that they're all the same exact family and players and everything that's going on.
Exactly.
Same players.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which is coincidence. It's not coincidence.
No, it's like you got Joe Blow that's doing. It's the Rockefellers. It's
right.
Yeah.
Basically, the three regions. Basically, what they want, or what their goal is, to have these three regions merge into one single country, forming three super states. Then one world government will be almost achieved.
How much you got left? Because we're like at an hour 12 right now. So
4 or 5 pages.
Yeah, we're not sitting through 4 or 5 pages.
I'll just go a little bit more. 1979, we have the introduction of FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, is given huge powers. People, listen, if there's anything you're going to fucking listen to, it's this, okay? FEMA has the power in a case of a national emergency to suspend laws, move entire populations, arrest and detain citizens without warrants, and hold them without trial. They can also seize property, food supplies, transportation systems, fucking mineral rights. I mean,
wow.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I didn't know that either until I fucking did the research.
Wow.
And I mean, dude, that is some scary shit.
I wouldn't believe this stuff a couple of years ago.
And
either,
you know,
but
and you know where that shit's buried? You know, when they bring this shit to Congress and whatever, and they vote on it, it's buried on page 497 of
Yep.
in the middle where no one's going to look at it.
Of their 3,000 page bill.
Yep.
This is just about
well, what? Look at the what?
Simple, thing where we respond and we help people fill sandbags and stuff.
Right.
It's okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
I mean, dude, look at the new infrastructure bill. I mean, how many pages is that? Over 2,000.
Yeah.
You know,
on page 497, they're like, "I am God." Just unleash me. You already signed me in, baby. It's just a matter of time.
Not just that,
Oh,
they
man.
can also suspend the Constitution.
Wow.
Yes.
For a
Okay.
federal emergency.
Yep. Not only the most powerful entity in the U.S., but it wasn't even created under constitutional law by Congress. It was a product of a presidential executive order.
Of course.
Well,
So-
then it's null and void then because
Technically. My question.
And yet, for some reason, they're fucking huge. Everybody knows who FEMA is.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, if it were to come down between FEMA and us, how strong is FEMA? How many are we talking?
You're
Here?
talking about a bunch of liberal morons. So
Yeah.
Well, you got to
We talking 10,000 strong? What are we talking here?
not just that. You got to understand with FEMA being connected to the New World Order, you're also talking about the UN. The UN has a fucking army, dude.
Yeah, but they're a bunch of little bitches. So
Yeah.
Granted, but
Yeah.
still, they do have a military force.
Bring some little French soldier over here, like, wait. You,
I'll take my chance with me and a bunch of my fellow fellow veterans and Billy Bob that can hunt over these
Yep.
guys.
All right, 1991, we have George Bush Sr. praising the New World Order in a State of the Union message.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody has seen that. Go look it up. It's not George Bush Jr., it's Sr. And he actually says the words New World Order.
Yeah, they slip it in there like it's like no big deal.
Right.
There's New World Order. Yeah.
Right.
Like not even now that like it was this past year, the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, he's talking about the Great Reset, and we should go by the New World Order. Lightfoot came out and said it on video.
Mhm.
I couldn't find it, but
No, I've seen it.
I've seen it too.
people
Yeah,
say
I know it's out there. So I don't know if anyone out there has seen it, but
fucking light.
I was like, wow, they're not even
saw
hiding
that.
it anymore.
Nope. They're not even trying.
I just saw that bitch lying through her fucking teeth on TV the other day, dude. I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, dude, I just can't.
It's all they do. It's all they do. It's all they do is lie and bullshit and then propaganda. I can't.
I mean,
I can't take
just
it
a real
anymore.
quick tangent. That the reporter was like, "How do you feel about the crime that's been going on? Like, people are literally
What crime?
afraid to come here. Like businesses are afraid to come here. This is Chicago. This is one of the, and she was
Big
like,
city.
well, if you look at the numbers,
I'd run too.
crime is going down and
Yeah.
this and this and that. And there are 27 companies that just, planted roots here
Yeah,
in
right.
Chicago. And I'm like,
Name them
I want names.
see what I wanted to say. If I was a reporter, I'm like, name them.
right now.
Oh, you gave an exact number, 27 or whatever
Right.
it was. Name them. I want to
Right.
fucking know their names.
5. Give me 5.
Yeah. Like fucking lying bitch, dude. God
Yeah.
damn it.
All right, we're running a little in on time.
All right, I can put a pin in it there.
Yeah, guys, I hope this was informative to you guys. There's still a lot more out there.
Basically, in a nutshell, the New World Order is the plan of the super elites to basically control us ultimately.
Well, real quick, do we want to try and like button this up right now? Because I can do it relatively quick.
We're just gonna do our final
Okay.
thought on it, and then move on to our final thoughts, and then we'll close.
That's just
out.
basically what it is. To if you're just joining us or
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. They implement and start all of these new federal programs in the guise of safety, health, and security.
Most in the guise of American support. Like we
Right.
support this shit.
No.
They just did it.
No,
Right. And all these goddamn like little fucking taxes, all these taxes are just another way to keep us poor. It make us poor, and then even people in the middle class have money, make them poor. They're trying to destroy the middle class.
Yeah.
That's not a
It's-
conspiracy theory anymore. That's what they're doing.
Right. That's their competition.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not just that, but we're paying for all of these different fucking programs that
We had
we
no
didn't agree to. Right. They weren't voted on. They
Right.
weren't,
which that shit has to stop. We all have to get together as a country and go, listen, state and federal, like, listen, just don't make up fucking tax laws. Just don't make up laws that we don't want. Because you're up there, you go, let's just they could just sit around and go, let's just make it illegal to go through a yellow light and kill people. Like, extreme example, but you see what I'm saying? Like, and just tax whatever the hell they can feel like they can tax.
Yeah.
This needs to stop. They need to have like, okay, here's a law that we're going to propose. Let's put out the public. What do you guys think? And vote on that.
Right.
And if we don't want it, you don't vote for it in the House and the Senate.
Right.
Just don't make shit up.
Yeah.
That's just got to stop.
Yeah. They just make shit up behind our backs and just slip it in there because they're these little puppets.
Yeah. And
senators and fucking
right.
House
And then the next year you get a fucking tax bill. Like, what am I getting taxed? Right. What is this shit?
Yeah.
Right. No, exactly.
Like the other day, I have a mail like big cock tax. What is this? What is this?
Right.
$20 per inch per year. This is fucking bullshit.
They're really talking
that's funny, man. I got a stubby tax.
They're talking about a goddamn methane tax. Like this whole like mileage methane tax. Yeah. Like all it is just to make us poor. Please, someone explain to me how the fuck taxing us on gas, methane, whatever, is going to make the environment better.
Right.
It's not.
It's literally going to be just in this nation. They're not going to implement that shit in Africa and fucking Europe and some fucking mountain range in the middle of goddamn Asia.
They're not even doing it in China. They're actually burning more coal. They're burning more fuel.
That's why they want a one world government, so that when they do implement a tax, it is worldwide.
Yeah. Well,
and then everybody has to fucking pay into it.
Because then you got a lot more pissed off people than just the people in the United States.
I was gonna suggest maybe do like I was gonna do a show alone, like a CB, like the dangers of CBDCs. Maybe we can cover one episode just for a little bit. It's a very short topic. Kind of maybe the topic could be like how to prepare for a market crash, what's coming, and then we can I can roll that into it and. Maybe we'll talk about that next week or something like that. All right, guys, that's going to be our Great Reset. There's so much more to talk. It's just something we're all three of us are very passionate about, and because we see what's going on, and I'm trying to laugh at him doing that. It's like when your child does something bad and you want to laugh your ass off.
Right.
It's like dealing with this guy trying to be professional and rubbing his goddamn nipples.
I'm sitting here like, I guess you don't see me. Okay.
No, I can see you in my peripheral. I'm trying to ignore you. Even if I look over, I can see you on the camera.
Right.
Exactly. I don't have to like do this. Doing something I can't see. Close my eyes.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right. That's to our final thought.
Never
gets old.
Always good to see Jimmy.
Yep. All right, man. Let's start off with usual.
All right, folks. Again, man. Don't take my word for it. Don't take Diggs's. Don't take Lee's word for it. Go out and find out for yourself. All right? Plain and simple, man. Do your damn research. Stop being lazy. Start questioning everything. Because I'm telling you, this shit's been in the works for a long, long time.
Yes, sir.
And longer than anybody on earth has been alive. From the research I've done. And again, don't take my word for it.
Maybe Betty White. That's bitch. She's 500 years old right now?
Yeah, kind of. You know.
Never gonna die.
She's literally older than sliced bread. like literally. Look it up.
My next one is if you want to do something for your veteran community, go check out Molly Whoppers and the Misfits Veterans Outreach. 22 veterans a day take their lives, and it's got to be even more in the civilian realm of things. And it's tragic, man. It's tragic when anybody takes their life, that they feel like that is the last step. and we got to do something for them, man. For you know, us being veterans, we're kind of more focused on veterans, but you know, of course, civilians matter as well. Molly Whoppers and the Misfits Veterans Outreach, they want to, they're trying to get enough money collected and donated to where they can purchase a school bus, outfit it into a camper type deal, and be able to take veterans out on weekend trips, camping, hiking, fishing, stuff that they don't generally get to do all the time. They have a GoFundMe, Facebook. I post them on our page all the time. Molly Whoppers and the Misfits Veterans Outreach. Go check them out. My last, mandates are not fucking laws.
And
Diggy on to you.
Yeah. As always, piggybacking, suicide prevention. The number for that is 800-273-8255. Press the number 1. Get some help. And you know what? I'm going to add something to do the research because it just hit me as you were explaining it. You know, I'm sitting here and I'm like, you know, do the research, but what good is that going to do? So I'm going to add prepare. Do the research and prepare by any means that you feel necessary. I mean, we can't tell you what to prepare for because we don't know what's coming, but just get your affairs in order. Get some sort of plan together.
Well, maybe that's why we should do it next week. We should, like, you know, prepare for a crash and all this stuff. I mean, just give me some ideas of what we're doing.
Yeah, because those who fail to prepare,
you're gonna be fucked.
Yeah,
sorry
for anything, and that goes. I mean, that's for anything.
Yeah, not just for this.
At
just
least,
for, like,
you know,
tornadoes.
Even if you don't go like DEFCON 1 with it, at least you know, start bouncing some ideas around. Whether you're married or whatever, just to be like, if this were to happen hypothetically, what would we do?
Right.
Because, you know, like Mike Tyson said, everyone has a plan until they get punched. I mean,
right.
So you can have your plan, but even then, at least if you get punched, you know, you still got the plan. So,
right.
So I would say just do your research and plan accordingly. And that's all I got. Oh, no, actually, while I was Ubering last night, I met this woman named Yasmin. And she was, I showed her in the car a clip of the show. She's like, oh, that's so cool. She had like a Puerto Rican accent. So she's watching this. She said she was going to tell her friends or whatever. So anyway, I'm just saying hi. And we talked for like 5 minutes because she's like, I want to start my own, but I don't know what to start about. I'm like, just start one. Who cares?
Just start talking about anything.
Yeah. Just record yourself and
talk about something that you enjoy.
Yeah. So,
are you going to be friends with her on Facebook or something like that? Or anything?
I don't know. I didn't get her like last name, but
okay.
Her name's Yasmin.
What up, Yasmin?
Yeah. So if you're watching, hola. And that's all I got. So.
All right. For my final thoughts, as usual, guys, please hit the notification button to get all our updated live streams. Hit the thumbs up button, please. It helps us out. It helps us build the channel. Helps with the algorithm. Please make a comment too. Not many people comment. Even if it's just like, you guys suck, Diggy, your beard, I don't know.
Yeah, it's
your hair looks like pubes. I don't know.
I don't want to talk about
it. And my final thought is not going to be it's going to be a statement. It's going to be like a riddle. When a fat guy falls over, how does he get up? All right, that's going to be our show, guys.
Turtle.
Right.
Love you.